Welcome back to Rusty Jeep. If I could, I would put in a thumbnail, I've done fucked up. But YouTube might not like that. And I'm doing this before the regular video. If you want to watch it after what I'm about to tell you, hit like, hit subscribe. But I've done fucked up. I went to go put the tailgate back after I did all my block sanding, my primer, and just let me say before I tell you how I fucked up, this shit is straight. I'm very happy with the tailgate. I mean, it probably doesn't show on the camera, but the damn thing is just straight. I mean, I'm just happy with it. I block sanded this whole thing got skim coated, but that's neither here or there. Watch the video if you want to see that. Went to go put the hinges back on, and when I did this, I knew there was a little bit more of a space. I thought it was like a half inch or something that was difference between everything. I was wrong. Went to go put the hinge on, and I did all my measurements based on how this tailgate right here is. Center hole here, and I did all my measurements, and it was like not even a half inch off, or quarter inch off, and I thought that was acceptable how it looks. No one's going to notice the difference. I didn't measure across the whole Jeep, and because this is a swing arm tailgate, everything is off centered, and it wound up being that this hinge, when I didn't do a measurement, finally from here to here and from here to here, I'm a little over 2 inches, more like close to 2.5 inches off, and I've done fucked up. I like how it looks. So I was about to mock it up and put the nut inserts in there, a nut insert in there, and be done with this. But now I'm putting the brakes on it. I got to look at this for a while. I got to think about it, because I don't want to put this hinge here. If I put the hinge 2 inches over, it totally ruins the look of what I'm going for. If I put a small hinge on, I might be okay with it, because I don't care about the space being here. I knew that was going to be a little bit bigger space the whole time. That I knew. But what I can't handle is this being 2.5 inches off. Take a look at it. Tell me what you think. But I've done fucked up. Nothing else to say about that. Enjoy the video. Welcome back to Rusty Jeep. Today I'm going to go over how I skim coated the tailgate to get rid of any low spots. I've never told you folks that I am professional, and if you see how this skim coat came out, you can see there's a lot of unevenness to it, but you live and learn. I try to get away with putting little tape over the holes, but that didn't work out because it started hardening it when I tried to peel it. It wasn't just coming off as easy as I thought, so that's a lesson learned. Also, I got a bunch of high spots, but what I did with that was, before it completely dried, I took my fiberglass cheese grater and I cheese grated most of the high spots down, so when I block sand, it'll come out a little bit better. I'm going to sand this with 80 grit on a Dura block, and I said in my last video, if you don't have like some type of block, you should get one, because this is, when you sand with your hands, you're going to leave finger impressions. People go, oh no, I'll fold the paper over. You're going to get the finger impressions. When I do it on a block, I have a nice, straight, even piece, and the sandpaper is going over. Now my block happens to be just this width, so that's why I'm going to try to do this in one motion all the way through. Back, you're going to go one angle, another angle, go all the way through, reverse, one angle, another angle, and then you're going to go, I'm going to go 80, 120, 180, and then probably 220 or a little bit higher, and then I'll see how it looks after that. So let's start that project now, okay? Okay, that took a lot longer than I even expected. But as you can see, there was a lot of low spots that I didn't see. That's level right now. I got still a little low spot here and here, believe it or not. So I got to make a little bit more fill and fill that up. This is good right here. There's my high spot, and I went off that high spot. And I'm trying not to bang anything in. So on the next coat, I'm just gonna do here, have a little spot right there, and then I have basically a filler primer that in a can, because my compressor just last week went, so life goes on. But I have a filler primer, and then what the filler primer will do is even it out even a little bit more, and then I'm gonna put the nutserts in because that's as far as I'm gonna take it. But I know the majority of this work is done. As you can see, it takes a lot of time to do a whole panel, even this size. I went through 2 strips on one block, another strip on another block. I even brought out the palm sander, and it took me a long time. But when I fill this in, I'll go over with 80, and then I'll start the whole process of knocking down the grades, and then I might have to do the filler primer and then hit that with the sand too to get rid of any scratch marks. But I'm gonna take a break, and I'm not gonna show you me adding the filler, but probably do a little bit more showing me sand. As you can see, the clouds go by. Okay, I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. So I just want to do a quick review, 2 seconds. So this tailgate has gotten, let's say, a plate welded. It has Duraglass, fiberglass on there. Has gold filler through the whole tailgate. Then on the scratches and the little divots I found, I used a putty. The putty dries really quick, like 3 minutes. You know, like starts drying. So only make a little bit at a time. Sanded it all the way down to 360. Next I'm going to etch primer where all the metal is showing, and then I'm going to use a high build primer that's black and sandable, and then I am done, and then I can put the rivets in. Everything I've used, I'll put a list underneath. Take a look, it'll help me out. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the project. I try to do things the right way. I'm not professional, so I put 110% effort into it, because at the end of the day, when you put that much effort into it, you're gonna get a result that you're happy with. If you half-ass something, it's gonna show, and later on, you know, it's gonna annoy you. So I figured do it right the first time. If you have any comments, please do leave them, because I know I'm not professional at you. So if you see me doing something that you think I could do better or something easier, let me know, because I got a whole Jeep to do, and this just took me a couple hours to sand, so I would appreciate it. I can't wait to etch primer it, and then put the primer on it, and then put it back on the Jeep, okay? Use a mask and goggles, for heaven's sakes. So if you made it this far, you saw the beginning of the video, I've done fucked up, and then you watched me block sand and make this tailgate into the straightest piece on this Jeep, and leave a comment and tell me, should I change the hinges, leave the hinges, and how they look. I would appreciate it, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, because you might not even like the videos, but if you keep on watching, you can see how much I fuck up. I guess. Have a great day.